Kenai, say good morning. We're back and we are heading out of this RV park. It is currently 6:10. We've been up since around like 5ish or so. Chase is on the roof, so if you hear that, that is what's going on. It has been a few weeks, y'all. Last time we left, I was working with Chase, which I'll do a whole separate video of that next week. I'm waiting for my final pay stub. If you're new, Chase is a welder. Welded on a whole bunch of different power plants across the country, and I got to work with him. I have worked with him in the past. I've done some videos of that. I'll link to those. We have been here since end of January. We have a lot to catch up on, so we're gonna finish packing up. We're gonna discuss the RV park. I don't have much footage, I'm sorry. I will definitely give you our opinion of the RV park. It was really cheap and free laundry, which was awesome. We're also gonna talk about some channel changes that we're gonna be making. We're also gonna go ahead to Blue Beacon. I'm so tired, y'all. We're gonna head to Blue Beacon, get the camper washed, even though it's not gonna get the slides, like the, you know what I mean. It's still too early. But we're gonna get the camper wash and
stabilizers out.
it's okay. Let's finish packing up and we'll see you on the truck. All right, so we are an hour-ish away from our final destination. We did not film a whole lot of this trip because quite frankly, we are pretty tired still. But we went to Blue Beacon this morning and that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's great. We've done the truck before, but haven't done the camper. And we were able to do the truck and the camper at the same time, and it turned out just phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a great
turned
job.
Out so good, yeah.
It cost $87 and some
85,
change.
85 bucks.
Yeah, it was. I'll enter some B-roll of it, but they did a phenomenal job. The bugs off of the, what do you call, like the center, the front cap or whatever?
Cap on the RV, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually blown away. So if you are traveling on Interstate 10 in like between Houston, like going towards Louisiana, in Orange, there is a Blue Beacon.
It'll be on the north
side of Interstate 10. It was awesome. We went there pretty early in the morning, but there were a few other vehicles ahead of us, like a bus, but it didn't take them that long to do it, and they did an absolute money well spent. So did that. Then we also went to Buc-ee's, got some snacks, and our favorite currently right now is the Texas Philly cheesesteak or cheesesteak burrito. That's what you call it. Oh, it's so good. We personally like it better than the barbecue sandwiches. We used to get the barbecue sandwiches all the time because those are good as well. We are not too far from our final destination, the RV park that we stayed at in Vinton, Louisiana. So Chase worked outside of Lake Charles, Louisiana. It was okay. What would you say about the RV park?
RV park was blue-collar RV park, nothing fancy. It started to get kind of busier towards the end.
We paid $575 a month. That included everything. And it also had free laundry, so that was really nice. The laundry facility was not, it was okay. I wish they would clean it a little bit more. It just was kind of a little dirty, but for it being free, yeah, no, exactly. I would say there again for work. I would not go there for vacation. That's just me. They did have a pool there. It was a very basic square or rectangle type pool. It wasn't very big. They did have a bathhouse there. Sorry, I didn't get a lot of footage of it. That is my fault. We did get packages sent there, so that was totally fine. We liked it because it was right off the interstate, so it was easy to get on and off for Chase to go to work. It was only about like 20 minutes away from the plant. We are really exhausted. Chase is really tired. Thankfully, we have a few days until Chase starts this coming job, so we can kind of lay low for the next few days. Yeah. But that is why we are exhausted, and we are very thankful to be heading on to the next one, to say the least. So a few things we did in the Lake Charles area, because we did do a few kind of fun things. We did I can't remember what it was called. It was some sort of drive. I'll insert what it was.
Scenic drive? I don't know.
Like a scenic drive. We didn't do the whole thing. We unintentionally did part of it because I wanted to go see the Louisiana Gulf. Because I've seen the Texas Gulf, like Galveston and stuff. But I haven't seen, I know it's not that far of a distance. It's the same, I know, but I just wanted to say that I saw it. So we drove down there, and it was pretty cool. We did this little ferry that was really small, probably the smallest ferry I've ever been on. And I heard afterwards that sometimes there are these pink dolphins that swim over there around that area. So we didn't see them, but I'll leave a link to that as well. The visitor center in Lake Charles was really cool. I'll leave a link to that as well. I'll leave a link to everything. They had so many pamphlets. The people in there were really kind and helpful of, what you're interested in and stuff. So I really recommend going into visitor centers wherever you're traveling because you might find something else. We also did a train museum. That was cool. That was also free. We took Kenai with us. We called beforehand and she said, yeah, you can, bring him. We carried him. It wasn't huge, but you could walk in some of the old, train cars. What do you call them? That was really cool. They also had a big playground right outside. So if you have kids, that would be like a great full day and stuff. Food-wise, honeybees.
Honeybees was delicious. They're crawfish. That's what they're good for. But I love their shrimp po' boys as well. So, but yeah, their crawfish is fantastic.
Yeah. I think we went there twice.
Yeah.
For
we tried to go
Chase
there
get
3 times, but they were closed.
Yeah, they were closed. Or they didn't have the po' boys ready yet or something. But the crawfish was really good. I got the crawfish, probably some of the best crawfish I had. In the past, sometimes the crawfish can be like too spicy for me, but this was perfect. We also did the Gordon Ramsay restaurant in one of the casinos. We did that for our wedding anniversary. Oh, and I also forgot we did the state park.
Yes, I would highly recommend going there. I think it's the Sam Houston State Park.
Yeah, I think that's
It's not
what
the
it's
one
called.
in Texas.
It's the one in
It's interesting.
It's in Westlake or north of Westlake. They have a campground there, and that campground was really nice. Yeah. Very
concreted
nice.
Pads.
Yeah.
They also have little cabins too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, those looked really nice too. They had quite a few trails. We just did a small little trail because, like I said, when we do stuff like when we do adventures or exploring on Chase's day off, we try to do it pretty chill. So we did just a small little trail and then kind of drove around the park, and that was really cool. So I would definitely go back. I think that did cost us it wasn't that much per person. But those are some of the stuff we did in Lake Charles. We've been there since end of January. It is end of March. We are thankful to move on to the next one, to say the least. This job that we are going to right now, I will not be working with Chase. They don't hire fire watch or hole watch or, all the elevator attendants or anything like that. Chase will be starting on nights and flip over to days. Because of that, I will be able to do YouTube videos, which is what we want to kind of update y'all on and kind of share what the whole point of this channel is, I guess. When we started this, we wanted to share our life, our journey, what Chase does for work, how we do RV life with y'all. And when we started this, I think Chase had a month or so left of work, and then we went on that very long summer vacation. During that vacation, I was still editing YouTube videos and all that stuff, which was fine. But since I was learning, it took me a little bit longer to edit videos. I mean, it still takes me a while, but I'm getting a little bit faster. After doing this job with Chase, why I took the 2 weeks off, I realized that if Chase is going to do a job and I'm able to work with him, I'm going to take it. One, because I make some pretty good money, and I'll share in the next week's video how much I made. And it is well worth me working with Chase whenever I can, just because of how much money I can make, even though it's 12-hour shifts and there's really no time to edit videos. If Chase is working and I get to work, most likely there's not going to be any YouTube videos. If Chase is working and I'm not working, I'm going to try to get as many videos out, or at least uploaded to where they're scheduled for. Even if I'm working with him, there'll be some videos to upload. Now here's the new thing that we're going to be doing. Whenever Chase is off and we're off for vacation time, I am not going to be editing videos because we love YouTube, but we
love all you guys too.
Yes. When we started this, we were not wanting this to
supplement our income for what I do for a living.
Yeah. And no one did it but myself. Unintentional pressure that I had to get videos out each week. I had to push out social media and all that stuff. When working with Chase, I realized that as much as we love y'all, spending time with Chase when we are both free is what is most important. And that is what we want to share with y'all, is that this lifestyle is doable. But if we're not doing it ourselves the way we want to do it, then I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I'm also really tired. So
I'm very tired. That's why I'm not talking much. Just in my zone.
Chase is in his zone right now. So I hope that makes sense. We love y'all. We seriously appreciate y'all very, very much. We cannot thank y'all enough for all the times that you click on a video and you watch it and you share it with friends and stuff. But the most important thing is whenever we're off, to spend time with each other. Now, I will video what we're doing, because I know we will see some really cool places. But in the sense of editing videos and stuff, I will not be doing that, because this past summer, there would be multiple days during the week where I would be in the camper editing all day. I want to be able to take that time to be with Chase and go off and do things, or maybe not even do things. Maybe we're just in the camper just doing stuff, but to be present with each other when our time is off. So that's kind of the main reason, I guess, is we started this channel, is to show that it is possible to do this stuff. But if we're not living that example for ourselves, then we're not being real and honest, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Anyway, that was a lot. I am sorry. Also, since Chase is not working, or since Chase will be working and I won't be working, I'm going to keep studying for my drone license. Hopefully I'll take that sometime soon, because I think that would be awesome. We'll be doing some more videos. We're going to do a Costco haul here soon. I'm going to share next week about the job that I did with Chase as the elevator attendant. I also did a couple other things. I think I worked there about 10 days or so, and we're really excited to share with y'all at some point where we'll be working at. We love y'all very, very much. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for all of the kind words and the encouragement and understanding from the last video of me not doing the videos. So I really greatly appreciate y'all.
What's up?
I actually pressed record before.
Nice.
Since I know, where can I go? Also air drying clothes right now. Oh, hey buddy. I know this video is going to be shorter than usual anyway, but we thought we'd also give an update since it's been a few days since we last videoed to now. Like, you started work.
I had orientation this past Sunday, and then I rolled over to nights on Monday. I'm a foreman on this job, which is pretty neat. First time being a foreman. I've got some great guys that are working under me, and couldn't ask for a better crew. So we're on the turbine deck. We'll be on nights for probably another, I'd say 8 days or so, and then we'll roll over to days for the remainder of the outage, which should end around May 15th, which will be
perfect time
exciting
for our summer vacation.
Yes.
Yeah. So for orientation, for those who don't know,
okay,
what would orientation look like? And do you do this? You do something similar to this sort of
with
for
every
every job.
That's right. So with this company, really all companies, everything's going to be done electronically, and so you'll do all your I-9, your W-4. Which is your bank account information to get direct deposit, your tax withholdings, then show proof of like per diem, so you can get a per diem. For this company, it's 50 miles. Some companies are moving to a 75-mile range in order to get per diem.
Like your home address has to be, yeah. Yeah,
your driver's license or your home address has to be, over that to get per diem. And then from there, you'll do your well test, higher end. You'll do the orientation, which is like a little class. It's just a watch through video. The company's orientation kind of goes over their policies, what's allowed, what's not allowed.
You were only there for 8 hours that day. You came home Sunday, so Sunday you had that, and then Monday evening is when you started night, so you're able to sleep in between.
Yeah, and honestly, there's really no way, or there's no secret to get prepared for night shift. It's just sometimes I just kind of lay in bed all day trying to just rest, and then sometimes I just go in, head on, and get after it.
I feel like you do get used to it after like a few days, because I've done nights with you before.
This is day 2.
Yeah.
That I just got off of, and this is the worst day. So tonight will be good.
Yeah.
And the days are kind of weird because.
Yeah. So that's the update on your job of what I guess you're doing all that stuff. But as I was watching and editing this video, I realized we looked extremely tired, and y'all, we are never going to put on a face for y'all when it comes to like stuff like this. We're never going to fake anything. So if we are tired, it's usually because we are exhausted.
12-hour days stink.
Yeah, they do. And so
that's just work, not counting you getting ready to go to the plant.
Exactly.
And so, then you coming back.
Yeah, because we had finished work. We had finished work at this last job, had a day off, and then did travel day. So that is why we just look like
hot mess.
Hot, yeah. But
well, you more so than me.
Yeah, that is very true. You're used to it more than I am.
Yeah.
But we are never going to put on a face for y'all, is what I'm trying to say. If you are confused about anything in this video, leave a comment below. No, we are not getting rid of YouTube. We're just restructuring it. So like right now, since Chase is
We're
working and I'm not.
rebranding. No, just
No.
kidding.
So since Chase is working and I'm not, I'm going to be able to try to stack up YouTube videos and stuff. So that way, when Chase is off, I'm going to be off and not edit. So like this summer, after this, I'm not going to be editing and stuff. So there will be times where we will probably miss videos is what I'm trying to say. So,
or we may not. She may have videos stacked up if it works out that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's the goal.
goal.
That's the goal. Fingers crossed. I will try to post on the community tab of like, hey, we are going to miss a video and stuff. So I will try to give you all a heads up if like I don't have videos stacked. So make sure you do that. I'm probably going to do the same exact thing with Instagram and Facebook. I will probably step back quite a bit on that just because when we are off, most important thing is to spend time with each other. That is why we work so hard, or Chase really works so hard in the spring and the fall, so we can take off in the summertime. What's the point of working spring and the fall if we're not taking off in the summer like we always do?
Exactly.
So that's kind of the whole spiel of this video. I'm going to go take Kenai for a haircut because he's actually sitting right here. He is so fluffy. Look how fluffy he is. Tell him say hi. He's going to look so handsome. I'll put a picture right here of what he looks like. You can look so handsome. Yep. I love you. But anyway, Chase is going to go to sleep, and we will see you all in the next one.
Peace
Bye, y'all.
out.